All right, man. I didn't forget. Michigan State got straight dominated by Washington. Okay, somebody that Michigan went to play at home last year. You got to say that we played them at home last year and pretty much dominating them. It's a new year. They 3-0. I believe they was 1-1 when they came to the big house last year, and and obviously I think they got a new quarterback and all that type of stuff. And Michigan State went up to what was it, Spokane? I think they play in, and they lost. Okay, and they got dominated. And I was just waiting for them to come back and make a run. And they didn't. I don't know what it was. Was it traveling to the West Coast? Or I mean, whatever it was, I don't know. I don't know where exactly. I don't know exactly what happened, but um, I think um, I think they let Washington, start to run the ball, and apparently they not that good of a running football team. They let them get to running the ball, and good great things start happening for them. Great things start happening for them, and it's in Seattle, so yeah, great things start happening for them, and they running back. I mean, they quarterback. Penix Jr. He threw 400 yards, 4 touchdowns, 397, 4 touchdowns, 24 for 40. They ran the ball well enough. He had a 53-yard touchdown in the second half. That's pretty much what iced the game. And I mean, like I said before, you if you look at the breakdown, what really happened was the second quarter is where the game really got out of hand for Michigan State. It's really what got out of hand. Peyton Thornton, he threw for only 12 completions, 323, and 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. That fourth down when they needed that touchdown, he made a great play, but it didn't run the ball well. Um, it didn't stop the run. And that's a recipe for disaster. Michigan State don't got great enough quarterback play not to go out there and run the football with some type of authority. I'm thinking I'm showing y'all the stats and stuff. I ain't. They don't. So Michigan State, man, for them to be an upper echelon, they paid my man's all that money, but for them to be considered an upper echelon program, they gonna have to start finding top quarterbacks. And that kid that from Martin Luther King, who like the number 2 player in the country, I heard that he didn't want to stay in the state because burdens from his family and people ask for money and stuff, especially with the NIL and all that type of stuff. I definitely understand that. But damn, Michigan State got to find a way to get them that type of guys, the CJ Stroud's and what I'm saying, the top elite quarterbacks to come there. That's the only thing they really missing. And they started to get some 4 and 5 star recruits. But that's the only thing they really missing is that elite quarterback. Until they get that quarterback, they're not going to be a factor on the national championship level. They always pretty good defensively, keep building offensive line, try to get as many great skill position players as you can, but it don't look like they got no K9 this year. And that's Kenneth Walker the third. That don't look like, they got one of them walking through the door, so a lot gonna fall on Peyton Thorne. And say this, Washington is undefeated. Who knows how good they can go on to beat? Not sure who all they beat, but they undefeated. They undefeated. And Pac-12 play is gonna be treacherous. So they ain't beat nobody, beat Kent State and Portland State. So this was their first real test. Now should Michigan State, kind of had it at the crib. Yeah, there's been a lot of debates of, Michigan non-conference schedule. Michigan State on paper ain't play nobody in non-conference. But they lost to Washington. You know what I'm saying? But they lost to Washington. But like I said before, they just came off flat. You let a football team that's known for throwing the ball, you let them run the ball, it's a wrap. If I can get the weakest part of My team going early, man, it's a wrap. There's a lot of things talking about don't let the team other team's strength beat you. But you can't let a weakness become a strength. You cannot allow that to happen. When they got to running that football, that's a wrap. Everything else fell in place. You know, and that's just what it is. But yeah, let that run game get to going. You know, um, but that's what happened. You go to the West Coast, dude. You go on the road. You know, you got to be prepared. They just came out lethargic. But this won't. This won't define a season. You still got Big Ten play. Um, so you still got some things going on. They can't recover from this. And this loss should make them a better team because they testing on teams like Michigan and all them taking them soft touches, man. That's not in the long run. That's gonna come bite them in the ass. You need tests. You know what I'm saying? Going into conference play, you need to go in a hostile territory and all that type of stuff. But they just came out flat, and that's the bottom line. They came out flat. They came out flat, and that's just what it really was. They came out real lethargic, and they let their running game get going. And one thing we know about playing Washington, you cannot let them establish the run. You got to keep them one dimensional, keep them passing the football, um, and then turn the ball over. Now Washington though too. Now we can run the ball. Maybe we can. Hey, you never know. This victory may age with grace. I mean, this loss may age with grace. What if they go on to win the Pac-12? You know what I'm saying? So you never know. But it's one game and it's early on. If you want to lose in the college football season, one thing we do know, you want to lose early on. That's what we do know. You want to lose early on. So that's what it is. But nonetheless, I mean, Michigan State, man, they just got to turn the page on this, see what went wrong, and keep it moving. That's it. It's one loss. You got conference play, but the one positive you can take from it is experience. That's the one positive experience. All these teams that's taking these lesser touches, man, they hurting themselves in the long run. You need experience. You need experience. You need this. And they're gonna grow as a program from this. But yeah, I think a lot of people thought they was gonna go up there and win, and they didn't. I don't know if they thought they was Washington. We seen what Michigan did to them last year, and they played Portland State, and they played Get Back State with all them other schools they played, and you thought you was gonna go over there and roll on their ass. No, that didn't happen. But hey, it is what it is. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. That subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notification. Increase your chance to get notification. You go live or drop the video. Hit the link tree. You can find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Spotify, and Anchor. Check out the College Sports playlist for more videos like this. Appreciate the love, support. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. Peace.